So that's where you have to be very nice to your classmates, to your friends, and also to your tutors and teachers. So develop good relationships, because this is what you will take in your future life. This is what is going to help you to manage your life in future once you leave the university. So you will be more successful in managing your life if you are nice to your classmates, nice to your friends, nice to your teachers. So make use of this time. The other important thing that I want to tell you is that our university is actually relying more on technology. So it's not just the classroom teaching. So we are using Moodle. So our colleagues will tell you more about that later, but I only want to tell you that make use of technology. So if you are not able to see your tutor in person, if you're not able to see your lecturer in person, make use of Moodle. So on Moodle, you have forums, discussions, so you can make use of that and you can interact with your tutor, you can interact with your lecturer, and they will be able to help you through the Moodle. And also on Moodle, we have all the resources. So your lecture notes, your problems, your information related to the assignments, so everything is on Moodle. So make use of that, and that's how you will be able to, do well in your studies. And other important thing, hope I'm not taking more time, I will keep it very short. The other important thing is the competition. See, I was telling you that only less than 50% students make it to the university. And once you are in the university, it becomes more competitive. Not everybody will score A pluses. Not everybody will score A's. Not everybody will score B pluses. So it's a small percentage, maybe 1 to 2% students will be able to get A pluses. Maybe 5 to 10% students may be able to get A. So competition is more, and stay competitive. So when I say stay competitive, that means if in one course you are missing A plus, life does not end there. You keep trying. So you miss A plus in one course, so maybe you will score A plus in another course. So you have to keep working hard. So you have to stay competitive. The more competitive you remain, the more chances of getting better grades. I will be failing in my duties if I only talk about studies. University is not only about studies. So, University of South Pacific, you have a lot of other opportunities. So you can also excel in sports. So take advantage of whatever sports clubs we have on campus. So all of you may not get A pluses, A grades, but some of you may become the best rugby players. Some of you may become the best soccer players. So make use of that. So take advantage of the facilities we have. I myself was more interested in sports. So I was a national hockey player, and I became a professor. And this is what I learned from the university. So I was not only studying, but I was also playing. So you have to balance everything. So without taking much time, I thank you again for choosing School of Accounting and Finance and also School of Business and Management. So I wish you all the best, and I'm sure you will be successful in getting good grades, you will be successful in becoming better person, you will be successful in becoming good sportsmen and sportswomen. So thank you all.
Thank you very much, Professor Gurmeet Singh. Okay, did you take the important notes down? And I hope you'll remember those, the very important advice that's been given to you. Now, we're going to have a little bit of a break, and we'll have some quiz questions. You know, you can look around you, and you'll see that it's like full house over here. We have another lecture theater on the other side. It's full house too. So you're not the only ones who are part of the two schools. Yeah? And so what we'll do is we'll have a quiz time. We'll have one question for the audience this side, and then a question for the audience on the other side, and we will have entertainment from the Oceania Dance Theater. Okay, are you prepared for the first question? You're going to get a prize. So let's see if you've been listening or looking at the screens. The first question is, who is the head of school of SAFE? If you remember, he used the word SAFE in two ways. Put up your hand or raise your hand, and someone will come around with a mic. Akshay.
Thank you. So before you start, you have to give your name and the program that you are enrolled in, and then you can give your answer.
Bula, my name is Francisco. I take professional accounting, and my answer is Dr. Nathaniel Irika.
Is that correct? Yes.
Thank you. My second question will go to the other side, so you don't raise your hands. Second question, hall 2. Who is the head of school of SBM? And we'll have Jocelyn organizing that from that side. We want your name and your program. Yeah? Please. Hall 2, do you have an answer? Do you have a winner? Okay, we have a winner. I'm sorry, they'll sort it out over that side. So now I'll call upon Oceania Dance Theater to come and do their first item.
Panui. Hotumatua te arikinui, pili mai, tangi tangi, yamatuai, yamatuai. Hotumatua te arikinui, pili mai, tangi tangi, yamatuai, yamatuai.
Thank you, Oceania. Well, let's go back to our program proper, and we will have now our representative from Student Learning Support, Rochelle Singh, and she will be telling you more about the services. Thank you.
Thank you, Pauline. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to start by, first of all, welcoming you to the University of the South Pacific, and specifically to the two schools, the School of Accounting, Finance and Economics, and the School of Business and Management. These are two names that you really have to learn by heart because they are the schools that you belong to, and you'll be using them a lot to identify where you belong in this university on this campus. Right. So I'd like to, first of all, also congratulate you for making it this far. Like you've been told several times this morning, it's not easy to get into the university, but you've made it. It's been hard work, definitely, but you're here now. And this is the start of many new, interesting, and wonderful things to come your way, starting with the academic journey. You've also been told about the different challenges that you will be facing along the way, distractions, things that may take you off the path, so to speak, and may affect your studies in more than one way. So you've also been told that there are people out here to help you. And some of these people are the people who are sitting beside you, your friends who may become your friends eventually. You have your academic staff, your heads of schools, your deputy heads of schools, the lecturers, the teaching assistants. But most importantly, we have student learning support. So as you can see from the photographs here on the slide, it has a lot to do with the students here. That basically means you'll be learning with other students, you'll be learning from them, you'll be learning with them, and you'll also be helping them learn. So I'd start by, first of all, explaining to you that there are 3 student learning support centers on campus, on Ozala campus here. One of them belongs to you, SBM and SAFE. There's one for School of Information Technology, Engineering, Mathematics and Physics, STEM, and School of Agriculture, Geography, Environment, Ocean and Natural Sciences, SAGENS, and School of Pacific Arts, Communication and Education, that's SPACE. Lastly, School of Law and Social Sciences, SOLAS. The reason why I'm pointing these out to you, because many of you here may not just be doing courses with our schools. You may also be doing courses with the other schools that are mentioned in the list here. So it's good to know that you can step out into any of the learning support hubs, and get support from them when necessary. So these are the different locations. Right now, they are unfamiliar to you, I'm sure. But as you go around on your campus tours today, ask your buddy, where is the student learning support? Ask them to point these out to you. There are 3 of them on campus. So you make sure you know where each of the 3 is located. So what is student learning support? Basically, our role is to provide you learning support. That means when you come in from secondary school into university, you may find there are things here that are very different from the way things used to be previously. One of them is that you're required to learn independently. You're expected to seek information on your own. And one of the things I noted Professor Gurmeet Singh had said, that you have to go and talk to your lecturers. You have to interact and engage with them. I remember when I was a student, if someone had told me to do that, it would have been the most terrifying thing to do. Yes? But that's one of the things that you have to do. You have to go out there and ask questions. So to help you be able to do that, you can come into learning support. We make you aware of these kinds of things, help you to get over the challenges that you may be facing. So here are some of our services. The first one is peer mentoring, or peer-assisted study sessions, also known as PAS. You were all informed of this through Dr. Rika's presentation. These are high-achieving students who have scored very highly in their respective courses, and they apply to us, and they provide mentoring services. Basically, what they do is they help you learn how to learn. So they'll point out strategies to you so that you're better able to cope with your academic studies. You will soon be informed about these programs. Might be around week 2 or week 3 of the semester, and you are advised and recommended also to take advantage of this service. It's free of charge, no money from your side. Just come in and attend the sessions as and when required. The second service we provide is online support. You will find learning support services information popping up on Moodle pages, also on Facebook pages. Click on those sites and find out what we have to offer. Communicate with us. If you're unable to come in face-to-face, communicate with us on online sites, and we'll try and help you out. In addition to that, you can also drop in. Drop in meaning you can walk into the hub and talk to us about the challenges that you may be facing in relation to your academic studies or any other challenges that you may be facing, and we'll try to point you out into the right direction. We have study guides. Study guides are these papers or brochure kind of documents which have a lot of information about different things that you'll be doing at the university academically, such as how to write an essay, for instance, how to do referencing or how to do a literature review, for example. Come in and find out about these things, and we'll share them with you. We will also be running workshops through your respective courses. If you're informed, or when you're informed that these workshops are being facilitated, again, you are being asked to attend them. Honestly, ethically, ask questions, and take advantage of them whenever possible. Our SLS team, these are the 3 people specifically for the 2 schools, SBM and SAFE. So that's myself, Rashila. You've already met Mrs. Ryland, Pauline Ryland. She's there on my right. And you've also met Joycelyn Devi. She's been running up and down between the 2 halls. So you'll see her around a lot as well. In addition to the 3 of us, there are other SLS members on campus rather. So we have Afshana, we have Aluesi, we have Jane, and we have Jay. And they are specifically attached to STEM and SAGENS. And similarly, we have Salesh, we have Hilda, and we have Pratish, who are attached to SPACE and SOLAS. Now, this doesn't mean that you only come to SBM or Safe SLS people, you can walk into any of the SLS hubs and you can ask for assistance if you happen to be in the vicinity. With that, I'd like to wish you all the best for your upcoming studies. Thank you for listening and see you at our SLS hub.
Thank you, Roshila. Next, we'll have a familiar face here, our first-year experience coordinator, Akshay Ram.
Thank you, Madam MC. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'll be highlighting on the first year experience program that we provide to our students of the School of Accounting, Finance and Economics and the School of Business and Management. So what is the purpose of the first year experience program here at our schools? It is to help the new students that is coming to our both of the schools to have a seamless transition into the university studies. So the first question that you might have in your mind is how to register for the units. Well, you'll get this information in your offer letter, which states the step-by-step instruction of how to register for your courses. Alternatively, you can get this information in our 2021 handbook and calendar. Well, the handbook and calendar is very important, so I'll just give you a brief outlook of how to actually go about downloading a copy for yourself. So because the handbook and calendar, it highlights all the information regarding your academic rules and regulation, the courses that you're going to do, and so forth. So using your search engine, the preferred search engine, here I'm using Google, you can type in just USP. And our official URL is www.usp.ac.fj. So this is the link that you'll go to. This is our official USP website page. In the weekend, you can actually go and have a feel and look of this website. So if you scroll down in the quick links, here you're going to find the 2021 book, handbook and calendar. If you scroll down at the bottom, this is where you're going to join the conversation on our Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So it's advisable that you follow our social media pages because we push the notification and feedbacks frequently. And also currently we are doing live of our orientation as well. So if you just scroll up under quick links, this is where you're going to find the handbook and calendar. You can download a copy for yourself, save it on your desktop, and all your storage devices, because this will have information like what is expected of you as a USP student, what is expected of you as your program. If you're doing BCom program, what are the graduate attributes of that? How is your program structured? What are the requirements? If you're doing certificate, diploma, or degree program, the program that makes your 6, 12, or 24 unit structure, it highlights which units you need to do, which mode of studies are offered at which particular semester. For example, if you are an accounting major student, the 200 level accounting units you're going to do is AF 101 and AF 102. But the handbook and calendar will guide you when to do 101, when to do AF 102. Because AF 101 is only offered face-to-face at Lodala campus in semester 1. And if you successfully finish that, it becomes a prerequisite to AF 102. So these particular information are actually available in the handbook and calendar. Also, to help the students to register for their units and to seek academic advising, we have organized a week-long academic advising program, and this is actually held at the School of Business and Management conference room. So that is the aerial view of where the venue is. Towards the end of this formal program, we have organized a campus tour with our Campus Live buddies, and you can ask your buddies to take you to the School of Business and Management conference room. This academic advising will begin from today, the 22nd of Feb, and will end on Friday, the 26th of Feb. So you can meet your academic advisors and seek help. For instance, if you're doing a Bachelor of Commerce program, let's say your first major is Management and Public Admin, and next major is, let's say, Human Resource Management or IBM. Now, it becomes very difficult to construct your 8 units for first year, isn't it? Because there are so many overlapping units. So this is the place where you can go and seek academic advising. The advisors will tell you how to select the electives, okay? Because some electives becomes the prerequisites. All this information you can get from our academic advisors at the School of Business and Management conference room. Now, the main part, prizes and medals. We always encourage our students to achieve for excellence at USP. And from this orientation week, you should actually start setting your goals, your short-term, your long-term goals. The short-term goal that you can set today at this very venue is that you need to achieve the Heads of Schools Award for the most outstanding first-year students of our 2 schools. So this is based on your academic performance of your semester 1 and semester 2, and we'll identify our high-achieving students and award them in the first quarter of 2022. So just a reflection, those are our high-achieving students of commerce of year 2020. So you should now setting your goals towards this, and your long-term goal should be one of these: achieving the medals or prizes or award at the end of your program. Either you are on a 3-year or a 4-year program, you should set your target, your long-term target of achieving the medals and prizes at the end of your program. We have discipline-specific prizes, we have program prizes, we also have the Vice Chancellor's all-rounder prizes. Best academic, as well as what Dr. Rika mentioned in the 3rd point, giving back to the community. We also count that in that as well. Giving back to USP and outside USP as well. That is the Vice Chancellor's all-rounder. You'll get all this information in your 2021 handbook and calendar. So make sure you download a copy for yourself. To achieve critical success at USP, one of the strategies you can employ is staying connected. Staying connected with your academics, your support staff, and your peers. First platform that you can stay connected is via Moodle. That is our university online learning platform. So after you register for your courses, instantly you'll get access to Moodle. You're advised to go through this Moodle platform, get familiarized yourself, where the course outlines, the news will be published, and all those. The official communication channel tool that we are going to use with our students is the student email. The details of this is also highlighted in your offer letters. So you also need to be staying connected with your academic advisors, your course coordinators, your school, and your support staff. The support staff, your first point in contact, is the student learning specialist and your first year experience coordinator. And you also need to get in connected with us using our social media platforms, predominantly on the Facebook and Instagram. So if you have any questions, like if you don't know how to register for semester 1 units, or if you need any academic advising and you don't know which person to refer to, you can note down my contact and I'll try to solve the issues myself in the first instance. If not, I'll direct you to the relevant authorities or the person that's in charge. Thank you so much for being so attentive listeners.
Thank you, Akshay. So remember his face, one first point of contact there. We'll continue with our support services, but before we do that, we'll change the speakers for a bit. Now you listen to some students who have been going through the mill of studying at USP, and they're going to share with you their experiences of being first-year students and so on. So I'll call upon Aman first, Aman Deo. We'll call him to begin. We'll have 3 students. And they all had different majors, so.
Dr. Rika, Professor Singh, staff members, students, and dear friends, a very warm good morning to you all. It is indeed fascinating to see a large number of first-year students joining the dynamic USP family. Welcome to USP, your home away from home. My name is Aman Deo and I am a final year Bachelor of Commerce student at USP. I am completing my education under the School of Accounting, Finance and Economics, also known as SAFE, with my majors being Accounting and Economics. I am also a first year buddy working with USP Campus Live. As a student, I do understand and believe what you may be facing or experiencing right now. I was in your shoes 2 years ago and I know that it is not an easygoing process towards adapting to a new learning environment. Reflecting back on my journey, which began back in 2019, I was literally sitting in this very lecture theater like you all during my orientation and pondering whether will I manage in this advanced and dynamic learning institution. I hail from a small high school in the suburban area of Nassori, and I had very little experience outside of school and home. So, as a student, I would like to encourage you all to work hard and aim high. I entered USP and lacked confidence. I had very little experience, and my personality really developed as I got actively involved in activities that were not only academically oriented, but also career and talent-based. For example, I started participating in treasure hunt programs. I started getting involved in debates, oratories, hands-on arts, and creative writing competitions. These activities did not only brought in confidence within me, but also molded me to become a better person. Moreover, another prominent issue that I faced was budgeting and savings. We Pacific Islanders, we are fun-loving people. We like to spend rather than save, right? And so was I. I really love to spend. The availability of a wide range of restaurants, entertainment, and gaming areas within and near USP was also something which really induced me to spend. I started spending impulsively on fancy foods, entertainment, and shopping while contributing very little towards my educational demands and needs. Hailing right from the interiors of Nassau and having to catch 3 separate buses to reach USP was another major factor which consumed a large proportion of my spending. It was until I received my semester 1 mid-semester exam results, which were not quite pleasing, that I began questioning my major life and career decisions. I was like, what are you doing, Aman? Is this what you expected? Where is your future going? Am I standing on a road towards ruin? I then lifted myself up from drifting further and made use of my accounting skills by budgeting and planning for costs beforehand. I also started scaling my obligations on the basis of importance and my choices and sacrifices, which brought about the concept of opportunity cost into practical. Similar to a business cycle, I also faced fluctuations in my grades, which was at a very minimal level in semester 1 and reached its peak in semester 2. Quality teaching services provided by USP and assistance gained from peer mentoring program were 2 prime drivers which contributed immensely towards a significant improvements in my grades. To emphasize more, peer mentoring is a student learning support initiative which allowed me to understand complicated topics and perform complex calculations with ease and simplicity. I have personally benefited from this program through being a mentee and a mentor. I have worked as a senior peer mentor in 2020 and have mentored certain accounting and economics units. This platform has equipped me with essential skills that are vitally required in the job market. For instance, teamwork and leadership qualities. Despite facing enormous hardships during my first year of studies, such as adapting to time-consuming long-distance travels, navigating through USP and finding my tutorial rooms and labs on time, managing my time between academic studies and leisure, to even coping with flexible timetabling of classes and lectures. With all these difficulties, I successfully managed to learn, improve, and consider situations from a totally different perspective. As rightfully said, and I quote, "Every mistake, every failure is a new experience. Therefore, with every situation that I face, it's either that I thrived or I managed to learn something new out of it." Despite facing ups and downs in my academic performances during my first year of studies, I successfully managed to scoop good grades. I was awarded the USP Dean's Award for the most outstanding undergraduate student in the Faculty of Business and Economics. This was indeed one of the greatest achievements of my life. Awards and recognition as of such are available and can be attained if you are determined and consistent towards achieving your goals. To conclude, I would like to encourage you all to set an aim or a target for each semester and work actively towards achieving your goals. Devise your revision and learning plans in such a way that is compatible to your style of learning. You will be facing hindrances, obstacles, and difficulties in your life. But remember, this should not deter you from reaching your goals. Don't let the darkness of night overpower the brightness of tomorrow. Thank you, all the best, and congratulations.
Thank you, Aman. Now we'll call upon Ritesh Chand to address you.
Class of 2021. Class of 2021. Bula, congratulations and welcome to USP, your university, your campus, and your home for the next few years. Today is a very important day. I hope you all will take down of important notes, and these notes will help you in your learning journey here. Today, as a senior commerce student, I am very excited to speak to you all. My name is Ritesh Chand, and I am from Navwa, a small town in Fiji. I have just completed my Bachelor of Commerce in Hotel Management, and I am very ecstatic about graduating in April. I am currently a full-time research master's student with the School of Business and Management, focusing on tourism. University can be a very overwhelming period of time for us youths and others as well. So during this time, there will be things that you will remember and things that you will forget. But at the end of the day, it becomes your responsibility to make your transition from high school to here and from here to work life a fruitful one. So please bear that in mind. I am a master's student proudly funded by USP under the Pacific Scholarship for Excellence in Research and Innovation. Today, I have 4 very important tips for you guys. Firstly, the first one would be about time management and organization. In university, time management and organization is very important. Edward Young has said it very well, that procrastination is a thief of time, and when you're in university, you will tend to do this a lot. I personally did this a lot, and I regretted it. I hope you guys do not do the same. In my first year of studies, I was like, I will do this tomorrow, I will do this tomorrow, but my tomorrow was always a day before the due date. So please do not stick to this decision and choose wisely. The second one that I need to talk about is opportunities. University will provide you with a lot of opportunities, and these opportunities will be both monetary and non-monetary. But all these opportunities will give you experience. For the 4 years that I was here as an undergraduate student, I took advantage of a lot of opportunities. I was an association member here. I was a student ambassador. I was a senior peer mentor for 6 different units throughout the 4 years. And I also went to Japan and represented Fiji there and learned about the Japanese culture. I went on a management internship for 1 year in a 5-star resort in the Yasawas. And all these opportunities helped me develop my personal and professional skills. And today, yet again, I'm taking advantage of another opportunity provided by USP. That is a scholarship, which is funding for my postgraduate and master's studies. The third one that I need to discuss today, the third tip from my side is about coursework and research. Please, my friends, start to dedicate time on this. Please, focus on your coursework and focus on your research. Coursework is going to be a very huge part of your courses in the 2 schools, and research alike. So please, take out time and please dedicate time to log into Moodle daily or twice a day, thrice a day to see what is up and to follow up what is due. And please take advantage of the world-class library that we have, the student learning support services that we have, and please put in extra effort to do things from your side. The 4th tip that I have is for today is that please make wise choices, because every choice that you make will have its consequences. For instance, please do not choose to go to the cinemas over your tutorials. Please do not focus on scrolling over researching, and please do not focus on snapping over your group works, because these are very unwise choices and they will lead you nowhere. Before I leave, I would like to echo on the same things that Dr. Rika and Professor Gurmeet have said, that please become an all-rounded person and please choose your companions and peers wisely, because all this will help you in the long run to develop yourself personally and both professionally. So before I take my leave, I would like to again congratulate each and one of you for making this far, and I am sure that you will have a very blessed journey ahead. Thank you, Vinakavakalevu, and Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Ritesh. And we have our final student speaker, Caitlin Hamnam.
It's easy to hear the voices of others, but it's often very difficult to hear our own. Everyone you meet is going to want something different from you, But the question is, what do you want for yourself? Can anyone guess who said those wise words? No? Okay, it was by none other than Queen Bee herself, Beyonce. Yes. Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Caitlin Harmnam. I joined the university as an undergraduate student in 2018, doing a Bachelor of Law and a Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in economics. Like Aman and Ritesh, I was also a peer mentor, but for the generic course UU 200. I've also been fortunate enough to actively engage within the USP community as the Vice President for the Economic Student Association. Like all of you, I was a student sitting here 4 years ago. I remember being nervous, I was intimidated, my legs were tired from sitting down for such a long time, but nonetheless, I was excited. I was excited with all the expectations that I had for uni. But, you know, I have to confess, when I was in first year, I wasn't the best student at all. I had this newfound sense of freedom. I was busy trying to build this new social life. I was doing literally everything except focusing on my academic studies. So, you know, obviously, I learned my lesson the hard way when I received my grades at the end of the year. I decided that this wasn't how I wanted the rest of my results for my program to look. So I slowly started to build healthier habits, and eventually, I started to see my grades reflect this. One of the most important habits that I built was, of course, as Ritesh has mentioned, time management. And as SBM and SAFE students, I'm sure we have plenty of economic students in the building. Yes, economic students? Yeah, okay. So in economics, you would know that we learn about how scarce resources are allocated, right? How scarce resources are allocated. In university, that scarce resource is your time. And how we allocate our time to what we do is so important for uni life. So the point I'm trying to get across is that, you know, it's okay to have this awesome social life in uni. It's okay to go out with your friends. It's okay to do all these things, but at the end of the day, you've got to balance that with your academic studies. And secondly, opportunities will come and go while you're at USP. While those are great, of course, my advice is not to limit yourself to just those opportunities that the university offers. Expand beyond that. The options and the possibilities are endless. When I was in third year, I stumbled upon an opportunity to be part of the Fiji women's rights movement. Having that understanding of gender equality and of women's empowerment really helped me to ask the bigger questions when it came to my law and economics degree. In a similar manner, you know, you could volunteer at an NGO, you could take part in external workshops, you could undertake an internship, you could even just engage with your own community. Ultimately, the point is to use your idle time productively. And lastly, it is to build a passion for learning. And let's be real, I mean, if you're like me, learning can be quite boring sometimes. But when I mean to build a passion for learning, I mean, find something that interests you about your course. Why are you doing your degree? How is this interest applied in the real world? You know, there's so many questions you could ask. Once you have that drive, once you have that passion, the hard work will naturally follow. And on that note, it's also important to remember that, you know, we all don't have the same learning styles. What may work for me is different for what may work from you. And so it's important to find a learning style that suits you, and it's important to follow it. I remember when I started my first semester at USP, I was a complete fish out of water. I went to my first lecture, and I remember writing down everything that was on the lecture slide, like just even the not important stuff. So I would just write that down. And before I could even finish writing it down, my lecturer would just move on to the next slide, and I was still writing. So I later realized that this was because, you know, typical high school culture is that we have to give in our books for marking. So naturally, I thought that university would be the same. I thought that I would have to give in my book for marking to my lecturer. But I later realized that this wasn't the case. And my lecturer made it clear to me that, you know, these lecture slides would be later posted on Moodle. And that was great news for me because my learning style was that I was always more of an online learner. So that was what worked for me. So I never really needed to write down all these notes in the first place. I could just look them up on Moodle. But for some of you might need to take short notes during the lectures, or you might need to re-listen to the audio recording several times, or read the notes several times as well. That all depends on you. So find a learning style that suits you and stick to it. That's pretty much all I can think of. So with that, I wish you all the best for 2021, and I encourage all of you to continue to build that passion for learning, and to remember that, you know, we're not perfect. We make mistakes. It's just all about how you grow from those mistakes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Caitlin. Okay, we're going to have a break and ask 2 questions again. Not entertainment yet. Are you tired of listening? While you're sitting there, I want you to just take in some deep breaths. Breathe in, out. Raise both hands. Raise both hands. Yeah, up, reach up to the sky as far as you can, and down again. Yeah, and turn your head to the right, turn your head to the left, turn your head forward, put your head down, and your head backwards. Right. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, our first quiz question is going to go to the second hall. So you guys wait, eh? Their turn first. So hall 2, what does the acronym PASS stand for? P-A-S-S. What does the acronym PASS stand for? P-A-S-S. Please put up your hand, and Jocelyn will come and ask you for your answer. Hall 1. What is your question? Okay. Which support service would you go to if you wanted to join, or if you want to join peer mentoring? Which support service will you go to if you want to join peer mentoring? Raise your hand, please. I'll ask someone from the other side. Raise your hand if you know the answer. You listened to someone from there already.
Okay, so before you answer the question, you know the drill. You'll have to say your name, the program, and then the answer.
My name is Sanyana Katwakalu, and I'm taking land management and geospatial science. The answer is Student Learning Services, SLS.
That's correct.
Well, actually, it's Student Learning Support. But since Akshay has accepted your answer, you've got it. I know sometimes we are referred to as Student Learning Services. We will now move on to the next part, and we have more advice. This time there is a presentation from USP's Sexual Harassment and Bullying Policy Representative. Charlotte Taylor.
Good morning to you all, and congratulations for being accepted to the University of the South Pacific. My job or my task today is to talk about this very important policy that got endorsed lately, which is the sexual harassment policy and the bullying policy, as well as the child protection policy. As you're aware, or I'd like to inform you, USP is all about providing a safe learning and teaching environment for everyone. And we'd like to especially inform the first-year students that when you enter USP, our first priority is your well-being. And if there's anything you feel uncomfortable with, you are more than happy to talk to someone, an academic staff that you're comfortable with, or your first-year coordinator about any problems, be it academic or social problems. And we want to make sure that this first-year experience is one where you come together closely as a family. So I'll play a 3-minute video to explain to you what is the sexual harassment and bullying policy and the avenues available to you in lodging a complaint for you or your friend. Thank you.
The University of the South Pacific has a sexual harassment and bullying policy in place that aims to provide a safe environment for all its employees and students, free from discrimination on any ground and from harassment at work, including sexual harassment and bullying. First things first, let's define sexual harassment and bullying. Sexual harassment can be defined as a form of discrimination and gross violation of a person's human rights and human dignity. Sexual harassment can occur at 2 levels: in relationships of unequal power or authority, as in staff to students and supervisor to subordinate relationships, and between peers or co-workers, example, worker to worker or student to student. Bullying, on the other hand, can be defined as any repeated unreasonable behavior in any environment that is directed towards a person or group of people that creates a risk to their mental or physical health and safety. This also includes cyberbullying. What are some examples of sexual harassment and bullying? Physical contact such as patting, pinching, leering, or touching in a sexual manner. Physical violence, including sexual assault. Unwelcome and uncalled for remarks or insinuations about another person's sexuality, sexual conduct, or private relationships. Gender-biased bullying or intimidation, the soliciting of sexual favors in exchange for promotion, improved academic grades, or any work-related benefit or reward. Unwanted sexual attention using internet, social networking sites, and mobile phones. A publication such as sexually offensive emails or graphics. Sexually offensive screensavers or posters. Sexual comments about a person's appearance and/or body and jokes of a sexual nature. Complaints procedure. Anyone who is subject to sexual harassment or bullying should, if possible, inform the alleged harasser that the conduct is unwanted and unwelcome. USP recognizes that sexual harassment may occur in unequal relationships, that is, between a supervisor and his or her employee, student to teaching staff, and that it may not be possible for the victim to inform the alleged harasser. USP has opened a 24-hour hotline to receive calls from the university community to report instances of sexual harassment or perceived sexual harassment, provide some guidance and support, receive assurance from empathetic agents. The agents are from the university. This service is to provide initial support and assurance only. If there are serious cases, then the callers will be directed to appropriate entities for help either in the university, the Fiji Women's Crisis Center, or the police. There is a hotline number 1567 that anyone can call from a Vodafone or TFL phone. The caller's and the agent's identity is kept confidential, and there is no requirement to disclose names. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much for your patience. Just an update, our hotline number is currently, hasn't been activated yet. For the complaints procedure, you're more than welcome to go to student counselors. So we're encouraging students to see their counselor. The student counselors are opposite, or where you have the health center. Opposite the USP bookshop, you have your student counselors there. We also have the facility available on your student kiosk. When you click onto your student kiosk, the same place you see your invoices and all, it's on the left side of it, where you can lodge a complaint online as well. And this is all to ensure that you are studying in a safe environment. And for those, this covers everyone, even those living on campuses, anything to do within the USP vicinity. If you're living on campus, you're facing harassment and bullying, be it gender bullying, any form of bullying that you're uncomfortable with, please speak up. Otherwise, it affects your studies as well. So thank you, Vinaka, and all the very best for your studies this semester.
Thank you, Charlotte. Now we will listen to another group, and please don't confuse them with SLS, SAS, which is Students Administrative Services. And we have Angela Manasetava to come and speak to you. There is also going to be a video.
Good morning to everyone here and welcome to the University of the South Pacific. My name is Angela and I'm representing the Student Administrative Services. This morning I will briefly talk to you on the services that are provided by SAS, some of the regulations that you need to know, and the important deadlines of the university. My outline, I'll talk to you on the SAS units and the departments, the student life cycle, the deadlines that you need to know, the important regulations, the 75 progression rule, degree structure, your academic performance, and the academic advising approval framework. At SAS, we have 4 units. The first one is the administration, which you all would have been through. That looks after the Student Services Center, all administrative student queries, and your ID cards. The next one is the enrollment that looks after your admissions and registration, followed by the Student MIS that looks after the SOLS password and any issues regarding student online services. The final one is the assessment team. They look after the examination and your completions of program. The student life cycle, I'll just briefly go through this. So the first one is you've applied for admissions. You're currently attending your orientation and you would have registered for your courses by now. After this, you will have to attend your lectures, which is very important. You'll have to submit your assessments, assignments, and you sit your exams every semester. Finally, your completion of program. Once you finish your program, you apply for completions, and you graduate from your program. These are some of the important deadlines that you need to know. Admission deadline, 20th of February. Your registration deadline is on this Friday, 26th of Feb. Registration, if you haven't registered by 12th of March, then you'll have to pay a fee. If you want to withdraw from your course, you have until the 19th of March, and the fee payment deadline is on the Friday, 26th of March. The handbook and calendar, this is extremely important. You are encouraged to go through the handbook and calendar and view your program structure and courses. This is available on the USP website. Most of you would have a lot of questions regarding your programs, your academic performance, and registration. These are the 3 important questions. What is the 888 program structure? What is the 75% progression rule? And the academic performance assessment. The first one is your 75% progression rule. This applies to the progress of your degrees at each course level. You cannot, if you're doing 100 level, then you have to complete at least 75% or 6 out of 8 courses before you can progress to 200 level. And the same applies to 200 level, moving on to 300 level. The 888 structure, these are for courses under the dynamic program for Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Commerce, and Bachelor of Science. The 888 structure simply means you have to complete 800 level courses, 8 200 level courses, and 8 300 level courses. So in order for you to graduate, you have to complete the 888 structure. Your academic performance monitoring, in January 2022, you will be assessed for your yearly academic performance. That's for 2021. And you will need to ensure that you pass all your courses. If your grades are not good enough this year, you'll be suspended or you'll be suspended. And for sponsored students, the scholarship officer submits your grades and midterm reports to your sponsors. The academic approval and grievance online. This is a portal that only currently registered or active students will be able to access. These are for registration of your courses that you cannot do on SOLs. If you want to submit a prerequisite waiver, and if you want to change your program, and if you want to apply for repeating a course more than the maximum number of times. You can go to this portal. The link is at the bottom. You also have a link on your student online services account where it'll take you directly to AGO. Our Student Services Center, our front office is located beside the USP Book Center. We have a phone contact and also a toll-free line which you can call. Our opening hours from Monday to Thursday are from 8:30 to 4:30, and on Friday is from 8:30 to 4 p.m. If you have any queries regarding enrollment, admissions, or registrations, you can always send an email to our help desk team, and they'll be able to assist you. Thank you for your time, and I wish you all the best for this semester.
Thank you very much, Angela. Now, another break, and we'll watch the Oceania Dance Theatre perform for us. Be patient, please. Thank you for being patient. Thank you so much. Another round of applause, please, for them. And now we'll call upon our University Libraries representative, Gwen Rounds, to talk about the library services.
Good morning, everyone, and warm greetings from my colleague and I, as well as the rest of the library staff. May I just ask my colleague Nelly to stand up? She's the liaison librarian for School of Accounting, Finance, and Economics. Thank you, Nelly. And my name is Gwen. I'm the liaison librarian for School of Tourism and Hospitality Management and Graduate School of Business. So for the library, it's a hive of activity. It's unlike at high school, where you think it's only a place for nerds. The library is a place where we'd welcome you, to help you to do your assignments, to complete your assignments, for your studying, as well as your preparations for exams. We've got lots of activities happening. One of our major attractions is Level A, which is our Learning Commons, which provides you an area not only for studying, but for catching up with your friends, for chilling out. So at the library, we've got a short video to help you get acquainted with what we have on offer. Thank you.
Welcome to the main library at Lothala, where we engage with you through our services, connect with you via our campuses and collections, and ignite that learning spark for your success at USP. In addition to offering collections of books and electronic resources, the library engages with our users by providing many services such as an information desk, information research skills or IRS classes, full access to Wi-Fi, printing and copying services, tours of the library, discussion and quiet areas of study. At the IRS classes, librarians teach a lifelong skill that enhances your ability to locate the most relevant information for your assignments and research in the most efficient way possible. The main issue desk is where a range of transactions take place. These include borrower registration, the loan and return of reserve and general materials, as well as laptops for use in the library, keys for study spaces, and payments. Behind the main issue desk is the reserve collection. This collection contains prescribed and supplementary text for your courses. With campuses across the region, the library finds ways to connect with our users. This includes the library's website, which is a gateway to information on the library's resources and services. It is here that you will find a wide range of support. Of importance is your access to the Pacific Collection, the library's most valuable collection of rare, archival, and Pacific-related materials. While the library has an information desk where qualified library personnel provide assistance with assignment topics and research questions. You can also connect directly with library staff through the online Ask a Librarian reference service on our website. We hope that each visit to the library or to our online databases will ignite your desire to learn and explore. At the library, the whole lower level is a space designed for collaborative group work. Known as the Library Learning Commons, it offers many seats and discussion rooms to facilitate learning, and it is here that the IRS lab is located for the information research skills sessions. On evenings during the week, this space is open overnight, enabling a 23/7 study space option to users. Come visit us to find out more about the library.
All right, so while the library and its staff can't dance as well as the Oceania Center, we hope that we will teach you to dance and make your way to getting a better grade, an exceptional grade at USP. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gwen. And now we'll listen to a rep from I.T.S, Information Technology Services, Arvind Goru. Thank you.
Thank you, and welcome to USP again. So I am from Information Technology Services, which is I.T.S. We support all the 12 countries from here, and you are at the main campus. And what we'll do is we'll start with a short video which will give you an overview of what IT does here. Okay, so you have to observe it carefully. It'll talk about your student accounts, how you log in, where to go if you need help. Okay, so let's start with the video. Okay, the sound is mute. 1 second. What do you mute? Just a second. Yeah, video sound is there. Hold on. Yeah, I got it.
Welcome to USP Information Technology Services, or ITS for short. The ICT Center is where ITS provides assistance with student accounts, email, internet, Moodle, file storage, and student computing. The easiest way to get in touch with us is through our IT Help Desk. What is IT Help Desk? An IT Help Desk is a one-stop shop where you could ask for a student password, student ID card encoding, projection equipment booking, student wireless, internet access, or anything else in general. At the Lavala campus, there are 3 IT help desks where you could walk in to seek assistance. They are open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. on weekdays and 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekends. The main IT help desk is located at ground floor of the ICT Center, which is the building next to the USP Library. The next IT help desk is located at the ground floor of the SELF building. It is located in front of the USP Library. The third help desk is located in a building opposite the USP Dining Hall. IT Help Desk can also be reached by calling 323-2117 or emailing helpdesk@usp.ac.fj. What is Student SOLS? To reach Student Online Services or SOLS, go to www.student.usp.ac.fj. Student SOLS is where you can register online for your courses and view your student profile. You have options to access Moodle and student email from here. In addition, you can change student password, visit the ITS website, or browse to USP Bookshop from this page. How do I log into a student computer, student SOLS, Moodle, and student webmail? Your offer letter will contain your student ID and password. You need them to log into a student computer, student SOLS, Moodle, and student webmail from devices such as a desktop, laptop, smartphone, or tablet. Should you need help with the login process, or if your offer letter password is not working, please feel free to visit an IT help desk. As a USP student, you must never, I repeat, never share your password with anyone. Password sharing is a serious offense that can get you suspended from USP. What is a student computer lab? USP Lavala campus has multiple student computer labs where students can use SOLS, Moodle, student email, Microsoft Office, internet, and printing services. When you log into a student computer, you will be connected to your student file share, where critical documents can be backed up apart from a personal USB drive. For convenience of students who need to study late, we also have 24-hour computer labs. Do not eat or drink inside the student computer lab and avoid unplugging any cable or using a free power socket or network port for your personal devices, since this would be a breach of computer lab rules. Take no chance. You will be fined $50 on first offense, $100 on second offense, and suspended from the university on third offense. How can I print documents at USP? Student printing has 3 easy steps. 1. Visit IT Help Desk at the ground floor of ICT Center to encode your student ID card. 2. Log into myprints.usp.ac.fj and send the file you need to print. The file will not print until you walk to a student printer. 3. Swipe your student ID card on the control panel next to any student printer in a computer lab or at USP Library, and the printout would release. If you don't swipe your card 24 hours after sending a print job, the printout will be deleted from the queue. Student printing is charged at 10 cents per page at USP, and top-ups can be purchased at USP Library and USP Bookshop. What is USP Wi-Fi? USP provides free wireless internet to students inside the campus. You will need to visit an IT help desk to have any 2 devices between your laptop, tablet, or smartphone to be added to USP Wi-Fi. Do not allow anyone else to log into your laptop, tablet, or smartphone with your student ID. All internet activity is tracked by IT services under your student ID, so you need to use USP Internet for educational purposes only. To find out more about I.T.S, visit www.usp.ac.fj. Under Information About, select Support Services. Under Support Services, select Information Technology Services. Feel free to browse through the website to learn more about us. Good luck with your studies at USP, and I.T.S hopes to make your time here easy and enjoyable. Thank you for listening and have a great time at USP.
Okay, so that's a brief of what we do and where you can get help at the help desks. Just a couple of closing remarks I'd like to give is the email service, the account that you get to access USP computers. Please use it for educational purposes only. When you type an email on a USP student email account, please be very careful of the language you use, what you write to somebody else, because especially with new students, people have gone into trouble for typing a message they should not have typed to somebody else, okay? So when you type emails, keep them to the point and very professional, and be very careful what you send in an email, because it's black and white. People have gone to discipline for it. The other thing I would like to tell you, because you're all first years, some of you are new to SUVA, your valuables. If you come with your laptop, your phones, they're pretty expensive, your tablets, please keep them safe. Do not sit in a computer lab and then go to have tea somewhere and leave your bag there. My bet is your laptop will disappear. Library, I'm giving you an example. Somebody left their laptop on the library desk just for 1 minute. Went to pick a book and come back. Next thing, the laptop is gone, because we have a network of smart people in USP who have done a PhD in stealing. There's about 4 or 5 of them. They'll pass your laptop like a relay race, and you won't know where it went. So your valuables, do not leave them unattended, not even for 30 seconds, okay? And we are not FBI that will find it. Some people who have been caught for stealing have gone to the police and jail as well. So your responsibility, keep your phones and everything safe. The other thing I'd like to tell first years, when you're walking on the footpath, it's uneven and stuff, or there, if you read your mobile phone and Facebook messages when you're walking, there are people around Damodar area who will pull the phone from your hand and run. Okay, so when you're walking, eyes alert, 360 degrees, like a bird. Okay, so what I can tell you is I was a student like you before. I was sitting right there, and I heard a lot of things in orientation. More than half of it went over my head, but what happens after orientation is a lot of hard work. To stand here and talk, I never expected, but I know some of you can do it, and hope all of you can do it. So with those words, all the best, and if you need any help, we are there at the help desks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Guru. We're almost finished. Hang in there, sit tight. Before we have the final part, taken by Campus Live, I have 2 quiz questions. One for this hall and one for hall 2. Okay, hall 1. And anyone can answer this question. Let me see how much you can remember from Dr. Nathar's talk. Can you please give us at least one point that he emphasized? He talked about 3 points. There were 3 points of advice that he gave. So please, 1 point from anyone.
So I have seen the lady in front here, she already put her hand up. So you have to give your name, the program you're doing, and then you answer.
Hello everyone, my name is Akanisi. I'll be taking Bachelor of Commerce, double major, in Human Resource Management and Employment Relations and Finance. So my answer is to be a pioneer.
Thank you very much, and I hope you're going to be one. And now I have the question for Hall 2. Hall 2, Professor Gurmeet Singh, the peer mentors, and I think the Deputy VC as well, or the acting VC, I'm sorry, the acting VC, they all talked about one particular skill, very, very important skill that you must quickly practice from day one. And it's a 2-letter word, begins with, the first letter begins with T. Hall 2, not hall 1. I hope you got that question, Hall 2. Okay, they do have a winner. So congratulations to those students who've been listening carefully and were able to answer all those questions we had. Let's just now listen to the Campus Life representative, Prakashni Ram, and she will also have her volunteers who will be taking you on the guided tour around campus. We, as the 2 schools, have also prepared refreshments for you outside. And when you're moving out, they're for the students, please. Students of the 2 schools, SBM and SAFE. So when you walk out, students, collect your lunch pack and go for your tour. Thank you. Prakashni, please.
Okay, while we are waiting Prakashni to give her speech, we'll watch the Campus Live video in the meantime.
The South Pacific's Campus Life section is entrusted. Welcome to Campus Life, your home away from home. The University of the South Pacific's Campus Life section is entrusted with the responsibility for the provision of services that fosters a sense of community and promotes understanding, responsibility, tolerance, and sensitivity. Our mission at Campus Life is to contribute to student academic attainment by providing a welcoming, safe, secure, and supportive team environment through our services and programs. What do we provide? We provide student orientation, first-year experience, health and wellness services, career and entrepreneurship, disability services, Campus Life sports, Campus Life events and activities. Student orientation. Your first time at USP can be overwhelming, which is why Campus Life has implemented the orientation program, which is designed to smoothen your transition to university life. You are encouraged to attend your faculty welcome session and as many workshops as possible. You will receive an orientation kit which contains important information that will help you adjust in the university environment. So come and let us guide you as you take your first steps of your journey in being a USP student. First-year experience. We understand that being a new student to USP Life is an exciting and challenging time in your life. First-year experience, or FYE services, are aimed to help introduce you to campus resources and opportunities as part of your learning at USP. So give us a call or come and visit, and together we will make your first-year experience unforgettable. Health and wellness services. For a small membership fee at the beginning of each semester, members can consult with the USP medical officers at the health and wellness services for consultation, local hospitalizations, medications and/or dental optical consultations, and treatment available at local government hospitals as prescribed by the university medical officers. Please note that the membership is compulsory for all students from outside Fiji, but optional for Fiji students. Counseling. Sometimes the transition to university studies can become challenging and seem complicated. We have people who can assist you to cope with the stress and demands of being in a new learning environment. Or maybe you just need someone to talk to. Visit us at the USP Counseling Center. Your visit to us will be treated as private and confidential. Career and entrepreneurship. You have chosen the University of the South Pacific to further your education because you are serious about the career that you've always wanted. Your years here at USP will become the culmination of hard work, studying, and encountering numerous challenges. The USP Career and Entrepreneurship Campus Life offers a wide range of career development programs which students are able to access. If you are serious about your future, talk to a dedicated staff to assist you with your career needs. Disability Services. The USP Disability Resource Center works with other departments, sections, and staff at the university to remove learning barriers for students with disability and provide appropriate information, services, assisted technology, student volunteer buddies, and other forms of practical support. Students with special learning needs may seek further assistance at the USP Disability Center. Please note that it is your responsibility to contact the USP Disability Center as early as possible. And together we will work out appropriate strategies and support to ensure you succeed at your studies at USP. Campus Live Sports. Taking part in sports is good for your body, mind and spirit. Playing a sport increases fitness level, builds teamwork, provides an outlet to reduce stress and pressure, improves mind and body coordination, provides health benefits such as making informed decisions on your well-being, and provides a safe environment to socialize. Put all that together, playing a sport is a winning combination. Activities and events. To make your journey with USP more enriching, Campus Life offers various activities and events. Pacific Market Day is held monthly. During this event, students, staff and outside vendors are able to sell various items, including food, handicraft, cosmetics, fruits, vegetables, and many more. Pacific Market Day is a way to create awareness on the Pacific Island countries that make up USP and help develop the Pacific family concept. USP Annual Family Day. The aim of the event is to encourage and strengthen USP connection and links to USP students and staff with their own family. Family members of the USP staff and students can not only expect a day filled with activities, entertainment and lots of fun, but also celebrate being part of the big USP family. Health Week. This week-long event aims to bring together students and staff with a major focus on encouraging, discovering, and improving and maintaining a healthy lifestyle on a budget. USP Health Week is about making a commitment to invest in your health. Campus Life also organizes a range of talks, competitions, physical activity classes, cooking demonstrations, health checkups, and many more activities. During the week, students and staff can find out how to use the expertise and services provided within the university to reach their full health potential and state of mind. And at the end of the week, you can visit the Whatever Bar, conveniently located right here on campus next to the USP gym. The Whatever Bar is the perfect place to unwind with friends and family and enjoy a relaxing drink. Giving back. At USP, you will have the opportunity to give back to the community. And what better way than to donate blood? Giving blood is a simple thing to do, but it can make a difference in the lives of others. If you need to know more about the services offered by Campus Life, visit the Campus Life website under the Support Services or visit our respective departments.
Just before Prakashni speaks to you, on behalf of the two schools, the School of Accounting, Finance and Economics, and the School of Business and Management, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for being very patient and listening quietly, paying attention to what all the speakers have had to say. And we wish you all the very best in your learning journey here at USP. Vinaka.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I know that You would really want to go out of the lecture theater now, tired of sitting from 9 a.m., and I guess some of you have been sitting from 8. So I won't take long. As we played our, okay, firstly I'll introduce myself. My name is Prakashni Ram. I work for the Campus Life office. Our office, we look after the support services. It's already being played in the video, what all we do. Just very quickly, I'll very quickly talk about all the services that Campus Life does. Firstly, we have our medical center, that's Health and Wellness Center, right? This is for the students. And secondly, we have the sports office. Third is the Disability Resource Center, Counseling Center, Career Center, and of course, our Campus Life admin office. We also do the buddy program, the first year experience buddy program. So those are the things that Campus Life does. We do activities. As I said, we are support services. We do a lot of activities. Some of the activities you have already seen in the video. We do market days. We do walk around the campus. We do apps class. There's a lot of things that Campus Life does. Right? So just to start, as you know, USP, the name USP. I was so proud when I got a chance to study here at USP. I'm from Ba. I'm not from a very well-off family, just from a very, from an average family. I was so proud, and I'm pretty sure most of you are really proud to be here at USP. Okay? So, like USP, apart from studying, we also have social life, where Campus Life comes in, right? It's not just academia. Apart from that, you have other services that we provide. And like the major one that we provide is the first year experience buddy program. Like for you guys, you are all first year students. Very soon when you enter, when you come for second year, that's next year, you'll know what our buddy program is. So you must have seen there's some ladies and gents standing in the aisles wearing black t-shirts. Don't be scared of them. They are our senior students, our second, third year students. They are our student buddies who have been working so hard from last week, just waiting patiently for all you students present here today, just to welcome you. And I'm pretty sure most of you, this is the first time you are leaving your homes, leaving your parents, coming to Suva, right? Year 13, no more mom and dad every morning. No one to do the roti. Sorry, right? Now you guys are independent, right? Don't worry, we are here waiting for you guys. We are here to help you students so that when you start your studies, your day one with USP next week, you are not lost. You feel that you are at home. This is a home far from your home. We are all family. The students here, the students who are standing, the buddies, they are your friends, your buddies throughout the year, right? So don't feel scared. Okay? I won't take long, as I said. After this, after I finish my presentation, these are the buddies. I'll just very quickly talk about them, what they're going to do. Okay, Campus Life runs a buddy program where we recruit the second and third year students. It's a voluntary program, right? What happens, you sign up for this program, and you are trained. We give you trainings. And since, as I said, it's a voluntary program, you are not paid for this, but in return, what we do, what Campus Life does, we, in return, do team building for our buddies. The team buildings that we do, like we do barbecue nights, movie nights, we go hiking. There's so many things we do for these buddies. In return, these buddies help you first year students. So what they'll be doing after my presentation, they will be just meeting you, meet and greet, And you can get hold of these buddies here. Give your names, give your phone contact. Don't worry, they won't be calling you in the nights or hassling you. You are free to give your numbers, okay? Some of you may be thinking, oh, should I or shouldn't I? Don't worry, I take the responsibility. They are very good buddies, okay? So you just need to exchange your details, your ID, right? Give your ID numbers, ID details to them, and what will happen after this, once you have done this, as we have refreshments for you people. So after you give your names, then your buddies, they will take you outside. You have your refreshments. From there, they will take you for a tour around the campus. Most of you, you must be thinking USP is such a big place. I'm telling you, it's not. It's a very small place. After a week, then you'll know, oh yeah, she was right. Yeah. Okay? So they will take you for a tour once you go around the buildings. They will show you places like SAS, the lecture theaters, FBE blocks, SAFE blocks, and SBM buildings. Okay? And then once you finish your tour, and there's something they have in their hands. I'm pretty sure you are not able to see from there. There's a small pamphlet. This pamphlet is an orientation app, right? It's very easy. What you just need to do, there's a QR code. You just scan it to your mobiles, right? After you scan, it will take you to this app, Identify. So once you are inside that app, there are all the details regarding orientation, regarding transition workshops throughout this week, right? And I'm encouraging all the new students, the first-year students, please download this app because there is a prize to be won and there's a laptop. Guys, your chance to grab a laptop, free from USP, okay? And together with that, there's another sheet here. At the back, it's a passport. It's not the immigration passport. We're not flying anywhere, don't worry. We call this a passport, okay? So there, what you need to do, once you start the walk from here, the buddies will be guiding you, and there are some stamping stations. For example, the first one is at the library, second one is at the medical center, N111, and then the final one is at the village. The village is here. Most of you must have seen where the village is. Student car park, there's a big marquee. That's the village. That's where you students will be finishing your tour. Okay? So this document, you'll keep it. You'll be given this document today. Right? So once you get the stamping done, 4 stations today, this will be given back to you students. You keep it. At the bottom, it clearly states that the workshops doesn't start until tomorrow. It starts from 9 a.m. tomorrow. So we expect you students to at least attend 3 workshops. At least in a day, right? Or you can just choose your days whenever you want to. It will go until Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So to get into the draw, you need to at least attend 3 workshops, and then once you have attended the workshops, they will stamp again. Then there's an entry pin that is placed at the village. It's a big white box. You just need to put it inside. And there's also prizes to be won for this. Okay, is it clear? And if you are not sure students, first-year students, our buddies are there to assist. Okay? Yes, I think I'm done. And thank you for coming. We wish all the first-year students from Campus Life office all the best with your university studies. And we hope to see you next year joining our buddy program. Thank you so much. Vinaka.
Don't forget your refreshments outside, students.